First of all, let me say, UN in India ki or se aap sabko mera namaskar. Here in India, the world's largest vaccine drive, I think, has really been an incredible model of success, not just for the country, but one that, from which many countries can learn. The actual vaccine platform, it's called CoWIN. All of that has been managed through this online digital platform. UNDP, for example, has been instrumental in working with government to help prepare that platform. But a number of our agencies across the UN country team have engaged in different ways. Of course, WHO have helped train many hundreds of thousands, over 1 million healthcare workers. They've deployed over 2,800 WHO specialists themselves in the field specialists. UNICEF has provided a lot of support in terms of cold chain preparation. I think provided over 6,000 cold chain storage units, that's electrified units, refrigerators and such. Other agencies, UN Women, UNFPA, and others have been instrumental in terms of helping to message to vulnerable populations, UNHCR as well. Let's say women, pregnant women, women in healthcare settings, migrants, IOM also working in their ILO, refugees, you name it, all of those vulnerable populations who needed to, had a right to receive accurate information about how to help keep themselves healthy, have benefited from messaging from our UN system, again, in partnership with the relevant authorities. I haven't seen a country that has embraced the SDGs to the degree, the extent that India has. I've been incredibly encouraged. And again, this is at all levels. And the UN system, the Resident Coordinator Office, UNDP and others, we've been working with Niti Aayog, with government at different levels, to create a national SDG index, and helps to reinforce the message that even in this time of crisis, overlapping crises, that the SDGs remain the most important roadmap to see our way through. Now, there certainly are challenges, for sure. We still see something like 28% of population in multidimensional poverty. We see quite low women's labor force participation rates, under 23% as well. So there are lots of challenges, no doubt about that. If we look at the SDGs in particular, here again, I see largely a story of success, of moving forward. For example, SDG 6, clean water and sanitation, on the back of really some incredible flagship program schemes, as they're called here in India. Jal Jeevan, for example, I'm connecting millions of people across the country to clean water and sanitation access. That's a success story. So a lot to work with here, and again, I think much to be very optimistic about. If the country can tap the resources in that youth generation, provide jobs for these million young people entering the workforce each and every year, this will really be a sort of a turbo boost in terms of economic growth and social development for the coming 2.5 decades, really. So building resilience across the city in agriculture, in urban environments, resilient architecture, infrastructure is a big part of that. And India is showing leadership. We have the CDRI, we have the International Solar Alliance that India has put forward as well. And here I would say India is showing leadership at the global stage. Will really help, is already helping to garnish movement across the world in many different countries, and I think it's an exciting time to be here. Bahut dhanyabad.